Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Jurassic Park. Today we have an entire list of things we can do, so let's get straight to it, waste no time. First of all, I'd like to show you what I did off screen. Like I said in the previous episode, I was gonna add some nature, and well, I think you can tell. I did. We'll begin over here. I added some more nature in the front of the exit building. Well, the station as well, but same thing. So now really this whole enclosure is completely filled up. I also added some of these wooden logs on the side to kind of hide the ugly ride itself, I guess. Then over here, this is now a sandy little desert type area. And I hope that at some point I can maybe add some dinosaur fossils, but I'm not sure if that's gonna work. We can try, but yeah, that's the idea for this, with maybe some equipment around it. I don't know. Then also, this bridge is now an actual nice looking bridge, just a bunch of wooden logs. Looks pretty nice, and those wooden logs extend all the way towards this spot. And that, I think, is the, oh, and also this. This is now also a nice, lush, big looking jungle. And if we turn around, over here I did basically the exact same thing. There's now some rocks, a ton of ferns. I may have gone a bit far with that, but it looks nice. It's honestly a miracle my PC still hasn't blown up, but here we are. Some more trees, some more rocks, just all the basic things I've been doing all this time. And then the same goes for the launch section. There's just a bunch of trees here, very, very dense. And back here also some more rocks. So it's really mainly just nature, which is exactly what I set out to do off screen. So I think I did a pretty decent job. Again, it's a miracle my PC is still alive. But let's continue from here. Quick little thing in between. I'm going to be uploading a little bit less on this channel for the next month, maybe two. The reason for this is I have some very, very fun plans for my main Photoshop channel. I have a whole schedule of all sorts of videos, different genres than I usually do, which I am going to be working on in the next few weeks, months. It's going to take a lot of time. I have crazy ideas, but for that I do need some extra time. And so this channel is just going to be one Planet Coaster episode every 2 weeks or every week. It depends how much time I have. Roblox is going to be put on hold for a bit. I'm going to finish it, don't worry. I just don't know when. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Now onto the video. Something pretty big we hadn't done yet is make an entrance for the actual roller coaster here. So we should definitely build something right there. I think something that might work really well is simply grabbing this and putting it over here and just have it be a bit smaller to make it fit. Here you go. And then I'm thinking we use potentially some wooden planks, because of course we somehow have to put the name of the ride on here. And I'm thinking this could work beautifully. We just have one problem: the letters can't get smaller than this, which is very annoying, by the way. Why wouldn't you let me make them tiny? There's also these other ones which also cannot get so small. I suppose we're gonna have to use this kind of thing instead. Let's see, it's gonna be Ford Explorer. And praise the Lord, we can actually change the font. That is great. Let's see which fits the best. I think for now we go with this, like so. And probably make that like white. And right underneath, Adventure, which has to be a bit bigger. I mean, it looks nice, but I still would have preferred making my own thing in Photoshop. But I guess this is what we can do. And for an extra little detail, also a few poles with on them a sign that says "Do not enter." Gotta make sure you can know that this is in fact the exit. What I don't love though is the way this bridge looks. Let's kind of make that look nicer. And I'm definitely gonna stick with the metal kind of design similarly to the bridge over there. Just making sure it's all nice and cohesive. Right underneath, a few metal support beams, supports at the bottom. It's pretty repetitive again, and very important as well are a few of these supports to hold the whole structure in place. And I'm using these coaster supports for it because it looks pretty cool actually. Just a few finishing touches and I'll call that done. Well, that is then another thing checked off the list. Also, if anybody knows why this is, this ride, whenever I close the game and come back, it automatically sets this back to 2 seconds and then it crashes again like it did in the last episode. Why is that? Did I do something wrong? Because it's very annoying. It closes down and then there's nothing happening. I don't know why that is. Every time I close it, that happens. So if you know, please let me know down below in the comments. Then something many people commented is adding potentially some nets around the coaster. For example, here it goes over the path, maybe some nets or ramps or something could be nice. Now, I think we can maybe use these. I'm not sure if they're meant to be used for that, but we will anyway. We can kind of make the net. I don't even know, guys. What am I even doing? This is not gonna work because it's gonna be one big mess. Man, that is too bad. That would have looked pretty cool. I think we can do that on like a straight piece, like here, like this. That does work. Cannot lie though. This is looking pretty sweet. And it's doable, but only because it's a straight track. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do in the turns. Then over here, it also crosses some path. Beautiful. It looks a bit strange, I won't lie, but it's also, I mean, I don't know if I like it. It's cool, but also not. But it's whatever. We'll just keep it. Problem is, it should also be here, but this is like gonna look really stupid. And this as well. I mean, it's just not gonna work here. You know what? It's fine. It's a game. Anyway, it's not real life. It's fine. Then now, something that's been looking like absolute shit this whole time is this. Let's turn this into a nice looking food stall. First, let's go and add some more stalls right next to it to really make this a small little, hello? Maybe some hot dogs as well. There you go. Beautiful. Now let's try adding some of these right in between these spots. I think the style for this could just be like one of these bunkers, or maybe the little building they need to access where the raptors come around, stuff like that. And hey look, people are already buying stuff. Amazing. So it works. And allow me to just fill up these walls and we have a nice round building. Here you go. I shouldn't say round, but you get exactly what I mean. This I don't love, by the way. Why are there quarter circles, but not triangles? Like wedges. What's the deal with that? Why can't... That would be great. This piece is pretty cool, though. Maybe we can put that over here. See, that is bloody nice. Actually, instead, what if we just make like a higher bit right here, like a second story for this building, then a second edge over here to make it look a bit higher because it's a bit weird otherwise. Beautiful. Here this actually looks quite clean. The same thing, but for the ceiling. Here you go. Ooh, and on top for some fancy details. For some fancy details. It's not funny. It's not funny. I can tell you one thing, once again, all of this is very satisfying. Look at that. Pretty good. And you guys know it, some of these extra edges never hurts either. Just for some extra little detail. And we can always add the accurate logos with... Whoa, that's big. The accurate logos for the restaurants. For example, this is Pizza Ben. That actually looks pretty sweet. And here we have got Bip Shot Juice. Or maybe... down here instead. Then here, Latte Love. And finally, this appears to be Hot Dog Squad. Here you go, right above. Beautiful. I mean, it is kind of colorful and popping, but I do like the oh wait, there's also this. I was gonna say, I do like the different kind of food chains they have. It's fun. Anyway, up here we also need a roof, and then we might be able to just steal this from the station building. We just have to make sure it's perfectly aligned. And if it is, we should be able to just copy it over like this. It's nothing too different or too crazy, but it does look fine. It looks nice. It looks, you know, it fits within the landscape. Then this is gonna be filled up with a bunch of trees. Not now, however. First, there's something else. Right now, if you enter this, there is really nowhere else to go. Meaning, if there's gonna be an area there, how would you get there? Of course, you can go through this building and then behind it. That's a pretty long way. So let's add another path over here. For example, maybe just a path that goes, and then this is where you enter the next area. Would that work? Does that look nice at all? Yeah, I guess that's fine. Once again, all the in-betweens will be filled up with nature. Yeah. That's it. I do think it might be good to change the texture of this for now at least, so you can tell that actually leads somewhere completely different. There you go. Now with this restaurant, maybe we should add some seating areas. Let's see, how shall we? Maybe the stamp builder? Again, I wish this had a circle, because then we could have done something like this, where the path is a different color, and add some seats. However, now it's pointy. And I do not like it. I mean, we can, of course, try this, but I don't think it's gonna be a very nice, clean circle. No, not at all. There you go. That is... Oh, that's... Nope. You know what? I think this might look better with just no path editing. Like, this is terrible. I think just simple like this might actually look better. Is this nice? I honestly don't know. It is a bit weird. I'll leave it like this until someone comes up with a better idea. Then what this also needs are some lamp posts. And this little torch from the entrance I think might be a good start. I just have to turn this into some sort of a pillar. The only question is that going to be metal or stone or wood. I mean, this could work. Maybe just a wooden log, like so. Let's not overthink it. Looks pretty nice. This does really have that Jurassic Park kind of vibe, which I do enjoy. So, well, then I suppose we just have to spread these around a little bit. Mostly around all of these fences. Just all the way here as well. I love what this does to it. In general, moving elements make things just look 10 times better. A little bit more dynamic, if you will. That is looking really good. Then we also need some normal benches. These right here I already placed down, so let's kind of add some more, for example, there. Definitely along this edge as well, because it's pretty plain. There you go. And over here. It's very annoying that they stick to the edge. I want to be able to turn that off, but I don't think you can. And as you expected, next to all of these, we also want to have those trash cans once again. Slowly but surely, this is really coming to life. About this coming to life, I also want to add some little fountains in this. So let's go to water effects here. It has to be subtle, not like the entrance. It's gotta be... Oh, you also have these bubbles. That looks amazing. Yes. Let's put a few of those just on the bottom here to add some dynamicness to the whole thing. Yes, I love that. Okay, so this is definitely a bit too intense. This already looks a bit better. Ideally, I just want it to be a very subtle... Ugh. Yeah, this kind of thing. This is nicer. And then I think I'll just do something like this. Just a little circle of fountains. I really like it. It's subtle, but it's nice. I like it. An idea one of you guys mentioned in the comments, which I unfortunately couldn't find anymore, but is, of course, opening doors, sliding doors. You can make that in Planet Coaster. I keep forgetting this because I'm not used to it, but you can just do that. So let's go ahead. Look, with one of these, I can just make this door slide up and down. And even greater is you can just hide these somewhere in the bushes and you don't even see it. The only unfortunate thing is you cannot select an existing group and add that to the thing. At least I don't know how. Look, the thing is right down there, but this is attached. And it works. Later, we of course have to time that to the roller coaster, but that comes later. First, the shaft. Or the shaft? This thing. I am lucky that I can just recreate the one that's right next to it, so it's not that hard. And just to make sure it still works, it does still work. And I have to delete the original one. We don't need that anymore. And then we shove this back into that thing. Like so. And now comes the moment of truth. Let's select this, put it back on default. And it works! Oh, that's great. Oh, there's one problem though. That. But I think we can fix that pretty easily. Because these come in different lengths. Lengths. We simply get rid of these tiny little beams. So now it nicely goes around. If we then play it, that actually looks... super satisfying, yeah. And wait, if we then grab the whole thing, including the motor itself, we copy that entire thing to the end as well. The only problem is this is now... Wait a minute. Actually, this creates more problems than it does solutions. This looks really weird. But yeah, let's just not do that. This is fine. So then we have to time this with a coaster. And I have no idea how. So you can put this on trigger only. I just don't know what a trigger you know. So this definitely has to be static down because default it has to be closed. And then once the coaster arrives like on this track piece, I guess, it opens up. We probably have to close it for this. How do we do this? Let me just I'll see you in a bit. Create trigger sequence. Place new trigger. Oh. Right sequence. Let's call that door open. Is that what you're supposed to do? And then edit. Oh, what is that? Confirm selection. Moving platform. Oh, right. It's rather similar to Theme Park Tycoon 2 then, I guess. I have no idea. I'm gonna try and do this and I'll be back once I did because there's no point in showing you how I do it because I don't know how either. So, see you in a sec.
2 hours later.
I've just realized it's either insanely difficult or impossible. Whichever one it is, it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna do it right now. It'll be finished, or not if it's impossible, in the next episode. For today, I think this has taken quite long somehow. So I'm going to end it here. I will probably do some more off-screen vegetation for the next episode, but until then, I guess this is where it's at. If you enjoyed this video, make very sure to leave a like, subscribe, hit the bell not to miss a single future video, and then I hope I'll see you in the next episode of Building Benny's Movie Park.